But his hand is actually different. Don't mind OJ, it comes with different things every day. You can't really wait on OJ when it comes to all these dance styles.
Honestly
because he will mess you up. Yes, he will mix another person's, he will put Snoop Dogg's.
He has his OJ style.
Zlatan dance.
And then you'll just be confused at the end of the day, guys.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
ladies and gentlemen, Tuesday comes a lot easier than Mondays. People have settled into the hustle for the week, and the tension is kind of less, and it all looks smooth from here. We love the fact that the week is moving already, and so is the month of August.
Yeah, so Jay, we love the fact that the week is moving already, and it looks good from this side. Yes, it's a breezy, wet Tuesday, and we are up in the building on East Splash, where we'll be keeping you company from now till 2 p.m. on the DOT. Yes. And yes, of course, today we are about movies and the movies. Yes, and movie makers too.
Yes, indeed. And if you're watching us for the first time, eSplash is a light entertainment TV show on TVCE that is designed to ensure that you don't miss a thing in the world of entertainment. Now, basically, our passion is to brighten up your day always with pure entertainment, guys. Now, you watching us, yes, you can come on board by buzzing us on Twitter, liking and commenting on our content on Facebook and Instagram. Now, you can watch from any part of the globe and, of course, calling because we want to hear your beautiful voices right here on the show. Yes, we are TVC Connect with the hashtag eSplash on TVC. It's your girl, Amanda Dara, and today you can call me Amanda Dara.
And of course,
this is Amanda Dara, and then we'll call you Amanda Dara.
And of course, this is Royal Essence Planners. I go by your name, King OJ, but you can call me OJ. It is what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's what it is. I don't understand, but it's okay. All right, it's your girl. It's your girlfriend next door. It's the jewel in the crown. It's your hope girl, the host with the most. My name is Honeypots, guys. All right, and on today's episode, we have entertainment news. We have celebrity birthday shout-outs. Then a quick history lesson of entertainment history on Rewind.
And of course, not forgetting Sweetville, where Amanda will take us through all the weird and crazy moments on social media.
Indeed. Then it'll be time for us to rant on the Chew It Off segment, after which a recap of all that you might have missed in the news will suffice. Then the Daily Top 5 will be up next, and this is where we'll be taking a look at 5 Hollywood actresses of Nigerian descent. That's not all, guys. Later, you can call in to win big in the Pepsi giveaway, and you better stick around for that. And then, finally, OJ and I will bring you some movie talks on the movies at the movie segment. And then we'll wrap up things with Where Are They Now? Fully packed.
Yeah. Very correct. We'll get the show on the road after this break, so keep it locked.
I want you, Amanda. Amanda, don't do OJ's dance.
Sorry.
Don't do OJ's dance because OJ will mess you up. OJ is just a funny dude.
Oh, wow.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that was DJ Neptune featuring Flash and the band with Ojero. Let's move swiftly along and check out the news we have for you today. Yes, Afrima releases nominees list for 2019 award. Yes, the All African Music Awards Afrima 2019 nominees list is out. Nigerian artist Burna Boy leads the pack with several nominations, while the likes of Wizkid, Davido, Tiwa Savage, Yemi Alade, and others got nominated in various categories respectively. The nominations were made public during a conference, and TVC was on ground to get all the details. Let's check this out.
We immerse ourselves in the culture of that city. So it's not an award that is owned by any one country. It is owned by the African people because it's for the African people. So we call on all governments of the countries of Africa. We ask for national support. The AU also has given us institutional support, and they continue to support us because they believe in the dream. It helps them to continue to push the cultural policy of the African Union for the youth and for the economic development of the continent. And we also call on all nations of Africa to see the dream, to come and support this dream, and be part of what we're doing for the music industry.
For Best Female Artist in Northern Africa, we have from Egypt, Karaoke.
Second, Maya.
And from Algeria, we have Kenza Mosley.
With the track Tekal.
And then we have Nada Azhar.
From Morocco with Zri.
Well, I'm hoping that I wouldn't just stop at being nominated, but rather being voted for and win an award that I would take back home to my country. And that will also help to improve the work that we do in Liberia. It's going to send a message out there to my colleagues that we can do better, and the world is looking at us now.
By the time this broadcast is on air, the nominees will have been out. And I hope we won't be surprised. They said over 8,000 entries, with the highest coming from West Africa, followed by Southern Africa. And again, we want to see who and who are nominated for the year in review, 2018-2019. Well, they've tried. They have like an academy, like a group of professionals looking at the stuff for almost 10 days, all day, all night. They've been working so badly, and again, coming together with all those people, they should be able to come out with beautiful configuration of the best out of Africa for the year in review.
Yes, other nominated artists include Aya Nakamura from Mali, King Promise from Ghana, C4 Pedro from Angola, Fally Ipupa from Congo, Salif Keita from Mali, Shatta Wale from Ghana, Sidiki Diabate from Mali, and of course, late DJ Arafat from Côte d'Ivoire, amongst many others. The 6th edition of the music festival is set to hold between the 21st of November to 23rd of November 2019. So we have an African award celebrating African artists, not just Nigerian artists.
So I think that she had to emphasize it because, you know, for the longest period, some people had thought maybe Afrima is just strictly Ghanaian or Nigerian. So she had to emphasize it that it is for all African countries, and then the government should come support them because AU is already supporting them, which is nice. And when you were calling the names, I was just saying to myself, like, how about DJ Arafat? Like, yeah. And then when you got to that spot, I'm like, oh my gosh. And now it's gone. Because, I mean, who is that person from Côte d'Ivoire that you would have actually mentioned? So I'm like, okay.
Indeed, I actually like the blend. I like the fact that, as they said, they're bringing all the African countries together. And I hope this time around, like, there's no fighting involved, because yes, we're bringing all Africans together, but right now, Nigeria is winning in the terms of music scene, and it's just because we're talented. There are other countries that are also very talented as well. But then I just feel like there shouldn't be any comparison. We should just let the best person win with no fights, no envy.
But then again, is it just me? I think that when they have an award, they organize an award, it comes first. Like the other awards that come after, they actually take a cue from like the winners, the people that have been winning big and all that. So what I heard, Burna Boy, like, you know, will be winning, like has been nominated so many times, and then I was thinking, okay.
This is time. So, it's Burna Boy's time. So.
Yeah, I know, but then I think it showcases that person. So if you can see from another award that they have celebrated this person, and well, a lot of people are cool with it, then you just include that person, and then you make that person like having a lot
as he said, it's his time right now. It's his season. It's a Burna Boy African Giant season, and we are loving it. So he should just.
And when he said this
congratulations to him, and also to everybody who was nominated.
Definitely.
It's a big deal to be nominated at Afrima.
Yes, I would take OJ on this one. OJ, you remember when Burna Boy started saying that the African Giant, and then when he said at the Coachella that his name was not typed in cap lock, and then you said, oh, Amanda Wayne is
not me.
proud.
It's not me.
Like, what would you say?
Here's the thing, right? I actually saw an interview he did with Trevor Noah, and he talked about it. And even Trevor Noah was like, there's something you can't take away from the African man, and that is his ego. Yeah. That is his confidence. Yeah. And he agreed with it, and he said, you know what? I saw my mom called me and said, we're on Coachella. I checked my tweet on my phone. I couldn't see my name. I was on the toilet seat. I was like, Mom, I can't see my name on this thing. And I called and said, are you sure? Are you sure I'm nominated for Coachella? I said, yes. They now had to circle his name because it was so small for him to see it. And then he came to Rant, and he was very open about it, that still, because I'm an African man, this was affecting my ego. So when he's made that explanation, I'm like, you know what? I give it to him. So he has earned it, and he has explained, and he has defended it. So it is his season.
So I say again that when you know what you're made of, I mean, you can just leave it and tell people that this is it. Yeah. No matter what people think, even if they think that you're a proud person, it doesn't matter. Just do you, boo. Do you.
They didn't change the font, and he still went on to perform there.
Oh my God.
No, let's just move on.
You will never change. You see your face. You never change. All right, guys, let's move on. In foreign news, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson ties the knot with his longtime girlfriend. Hollywood actor Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, has gotten married to his longtime girlfriend, Lauren Eshian. Now, the former wrestler made the announcement via his Instagram page, where he shared pictures from the private ceremony. He wrote, "We do August 18, 2019. Why? Blessed are Lauren Eshian official heart emoji." Now, The Rock and Lauren Eshian, who have been together for 12 years, already have 2 kids. Their first daughter, Jasmine, was born in 2015, and their second daughter, Tiana, in 2018. Now, Dwayne Johnson also has an 18-year-old daughter, Simone, from his previous marriage with a professional bodybuilder, Danny Garcia. All right, now, congratulations to them.
Congratulations to them, and I think we should learn something from this. I mean, when I was talking about him being married yesterday, some people were like, oh my goodness, like, he has been married for a long time, hasn't he? And I look at this, it's 12 years of dating. You know how people can be like, when are you going to get married? Like, everybody has their own timing. They had their children first. They spent 12 years getting to know each other. And he was even saying in an interview, he said he wasn't rushed, he wasn't pressured, that when people ask him, when are you doing, when is the date going to happen, he's like, don't rush the big guy at his time. And now it is time for them. And I'm like, okay, you know what? This is the end of the fairy tale, and ended really nicely.
So I saw a skit recently, perhaps it has something to do with this, or it has something to do with this. So I don't know what people think, especially when we talk about morality and people having children and not getting married immediately. So this one has a twist to it. So it was Helen Paul who did this skit, and she was talking about, you know, a couple, they got married and they did not have children. And at the end of the day, after like 14 years, the husband impregnated another girl entirely. So the wife was just there, and somehow she just ran into her schoolmate, a guy, and she got pregnant for that guy. Like, they just did something and they got pregnant. And now, the thing is, for the longest period she had been in that marriage, she wasn't pregnant for the husband. But this person touched her once and then she got pregnant. And people were not like, is it that you're saying that? You know that twist now, especially when we now bring religion and all that. So are you saying that? So now, you know, it boils down to how we say morals, religion, people are. So is there a certain way life should go? Or is it that we're going to get to heaven and we're going to be shocked? I don't know.
I think so. I think we're going to be shocked.
Like, we're going to be surprised.
I see it, there is no rule. I mean, there's no rule to life. Do what makes you happy. This is what made him happy. It took him 12 years to tie the knot. They had 2 children. Whatever process it is their process, and we're happy for them. All right. All right, so moving on to some more foreign news. Harry Styles rejects Prince Eric role in Little Mermaid. Now, former One Direction member Harry Styles has respectfully declined playing the role of Prince Eric in the remake of Disney's The Little Mermaid, which is a remake which has already been filled with a lot of controversy, guys. Now, according to sources, the initial reports about Harry Styles' casting were premature, even though 2 of America's biggest movie theater chains tweeted, then deleted, that he was confirmed. It was, however, said that Harry Styles is a fan of the project, but respectfully declined. Now, the production studio has already begun looking at other options for the role, and the decision is expected to be made soon. Hailey Bailey, despite all the controversial Not My Ariel publicity, will be playing the main character of Ariel, a mermaid that dreams of being a human. Now, she's joined by Melissa McCarthy, who plays the role of Ariel's evil aunt, Ursula, who also takes her voice to give her legs. Now, the original The Little Mermaid was a hit when it made its debut 30 years ago, and was credited with sparking a Disney animation rebirth. I loved Little Mermaid when it came out.
Yeah.
It was one movie that was just... but the downside to a movie like that is, it glorified being a mermaid. You don't really think of it like Mami Water. It looks very nice. And, you know what I mean? It's like, of course, because I'm African and I'm Nigerian. When you think mermaid, now be thinking of... you know, the singing voice. She was so beautiful, long hair. And, so I'm happy that they're making a remake of it.
I'm not.
Why are you not always happy with all those remakes?
All these classics alone.
I am happy they're making a remake, but I hope that it is as good as the original. You know, because
it can never be as good as the original. I don't think so. Can there be anything that can be as good as the original when you're making something? Even when you adapt, you know, movies, like, you know, you take them from a novel and then you adapt, you can find everything. It can't be like the real one. It can't be. So I used to have a t-shirt. I grew up with a mermaid. And so anytime I wore it, I was always wondering what went on people's mind, especially with the, you know, Mami Water stuff that we have right there on our mind.
If we have a Nigerian Mami Water, it's not cute. It's not cute.
Have you seen the Nigerian Mami? Cute, oh.
Why you see it in... I know we have this river goddess now. That is close enough, right? We have a goddess of the water. So
oh my God.
Oh
my God. So a particular...
do you know what I mean?
Oh my God. No, Amanda, no,
She remembers.
But guess what? You know that there is a particular country like that I would remember. So they have this... mermaid. It's a statue, but it looks very real. So you can imagine you're passing at night and then the light is on the mermaid right there. You're passing on the water and you see it looks very, very real. I'll find out.
Colorful.
And I mean, even when you see it, like you see the picture, you know that when you see this thing live, you just enter the ground like, Mami, water, they real. I don't understand. Like, let's go.
That Harry Styles has declined to play the role of Eric. Who do you think will fit in proper? Ed Sheeran?
No, so here's the thing. So Harry Styles being a musician, I feel like part of the reasons why he might have declined is because his role is not a singing role. So I don't understand what he's doing in the animation if he's not going to sing. Unless they're going to tweak it, which might not make sense because his role as Prince Eric is a human. Now, even Ed Sheeran as well is also a singer. So maybe a soft, sweet... American actor, young American actor.
I totally agree with you, Amanda.
And then talking about casting, what do you think about Hailey Bailey?
Controversial, though. Controversial. I don't want to even go deep into it. But it was just controversial. Everybody went that not my Ariel. Because the Ariel we used to know from Little Mermaid, red hair, white. And now you're bringing somebody that is dark. And
okay, so I am just hoping that with all of this, because it looks clumsy already to me, so I am hoping that at the end of the day that we get a good result. So people would look back and say, well, you know, it didn't matter that we thought at first that things would not work. So that is what I'm just looking at. Let the result just be fine at the end of the day.
Came from, because I mean, like some years ago, nobody even knew who the faces were to the voices of animations, and now it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
I don't understand why. It's her voice exactly. So she's a good voice actor.
A black person cannot voice.
Let her be. Yes.
Drama everywhere.
Okay, so up next is celebrity birthday shout out. Celebrating today are the following people. Demi Lovato is celebrating her 27th birthday today, and she's well known for her works as an actress in the series Sunny and a Chance and the film Now Camp Rock. As a singer, she's blessed our ears with hits after hits. The British-American actor too, Andrew Garfield, is 36 today. Happy birthday to him. His notable work includes the role of Spider-Man in the 2012 Spider-Man film and its 2014 sequel. Now, you might also remember him from movies like Exshore, Ridge, and Silence.
I think I prefer him to Tobey Maguire for Spider-Man.
To be honest, I'm with you on that, OJ. And now I'm finding out that he's 36.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm mind blown. Like, he looked like 18 in that
Tobey Maguire was
Spider-Man.
just too soft.
In the recent Spider-Man remake. And then even Demi Lovato, I mean, she's done a lot for herself as well. Happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday. Here in Nigeria, hitmaker Runtown is celebrating as it turns 30 today. Finally, comic actor Afeez Oyetoro, a.k.a. Saka, turns 56 today. Happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday to everyone else celebrating today. We celebrate you here on A-Splash, and we wish you a blessed new year.
Hey, oh, deep.
Okay, because I added blessed, like it sounded religious, right?
Welcome back to Entertainment Splash, and it is time for Tweetville. Now, this is Tweetville, where we bring you all of the savagery, humor, craziness happening on social media in 5 minutes or less. Let's do this, guys. Are you guys ready?
Yes, girl.
Let's go.
All right, our very first tweet is from Chijioke, and he says, if your wife cheats on you, my brother, don't beat her. Never send her away. Just make a big portrait photo of the guy she cheated with and put it in your living room so that whenever visitors ask who the guy is, She will explain it today.
So I saw this too.
On savagery level, 1 to 10, how savage is this?
10, oh.
This is a 10 over 10 savagery, guys.
We're talking about this.
My goodness.
Wait, the visitor now coming. I like this picture on your wall. Who is this guy?
Is this your brother?
Hello, Amy. Explain.
Why are you mentioning my name in this mix?
Explain to him.
So you see,
She will not be explaining.
But then it will hurt the guy too. So he's also, because he'll be looking at the guy's picture every day.
So,
but see,
this
let us talk about the
woman.
woman's zone first. This is the biggest punishment you can give anybody.
Honestly.
I mean, this is the biggest. You know how some people are so... Well, I'm looking for the word to use.
I'm not sure she'll be staying in her living room again. She'll run past it.
So they will not beat you. They will not send you out. They will not say they are not doing it again. But we died there.
Okay, so my own is that you can do this for your wife, but we'll do it for your husband too. It has to be both ways.
Can we just
so
move
when
on?
Guy, no,
Can we
why are we moving on now?
Can we move
on? So when a guy cheats, he also puts her picture very big there.
Just say, who is Angela?
But guess what? It won't have the same effect. You know, we can't see, let me tell you the truth.
Why are you not on our side?
So I am on our side.
Ha.
I am on our side.
Okay.
But I am looking for the best thing for us because this one will not, you know how people can be very funny.
So
and
like
whether we like it or yes, it is a man's world.
Preach.
No, I'm just saying.
Preach.
No, I am just saying whether we like it or yes. You don't get it. Whether we try and try and try. I know that this is another debate for another time, but you see, when you put it there, they'll just say, and then they'll say, what is new in it? Is it the new wife? You will like
See,
really?
it will be the quiz will be mad
that one is even too much.
Because you have Jessica, you have Chioma, you have Cynthia. Who is this one? Jessica.
I am telling you.
2019 August.
Wow.
This one, Chioma.
That's why they say men are. Finish it yourself. No, this one is from that Ilorin boy. He says, my crush just followed me. And he was crying, guys. And he said, should I slide in the DM or should I respect myself? And then let's say, 1 hour later. He said, if I shoot my shot on this Twitter again, call me a bastard. So, guys, can you guess what happened?
He insulted his life, I think. Maybe he did and he insulted his life.
She must have. It was a very bad experience.
Sorry.
I'm sure.
Now, the thing is, the problem is when you slide into someone's DM and all you say is hi, or then you have grammatical error. You're trying to tell the person that the person is an angel. You will now write angle. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Hello, beautiful.
I'm vexing.
Hello, beautiful angle.
Not even beautiful.
I remember. So the person want to say, I like your thighs.
Hello, beautiful angle of life. LYF. That's the problem right there.
Okay, so Amanda, I saw somebody wrote, I like your thighs, Amanda. I like your tiles. TILES. I meant I like your ties. Oh my God.
That's what happened.
My
Don't
guys,
blame the girl.
my guys, please let's do this thing right, I think. My guy.
All right, this one is from Chief the Daddy. And he said, I pranked my girlfriend and said, I saw you kissing that guy. And then she apologized. So usually I like to say men are, but why is this girl like this?
It was supposed to be a prank.
It was supposed to be a prank. He's like,
I saw you kissing that guy.
Honey Potter, I saw you kissing OG. He said, it just happened by mistake.
I'm sorry. It was a joke. One chance.
What are you going to do if you are the guy?
One
Honey
of
Pot
those
is
things.
quiet on this one.
Life goes.
All right. This one says, when my mom starts shouting at me for no reason, I always ask myself, does this man know who I am on Instagram?
Oh my God.
This is me. No, guys, wait, calm down.
Mommy, are you watching?
Do you understand? Being a presenter at East Splash, dressed up and everything, I'll just go home, I'll be to my mom, be saying, go and wash plates. You know who I am on? Mommy, please, don't let me watch. I'm joking. Yeah.
But it's true. There are some girls and guys on Instagram
Honestly.
that their lifestyle is not what they are in real life.
And I like the fact that African mothers don't say.
They don't know who you are on Instagram.
They don't want to know who you, even if it's not Instagram, they don't want to know who you are in the office. You can be MD of the office. Your mom will just come and say, I told you that you did not close the gates or something very weird.
In public.
Or
So
outside the
African
church,
mothers,
in
they
the
don't
premises,
say.
and they're asking you some space. And you are like, mommy, rearrange. I am talking to you.
All right, let's move on to Motfi. So he says, he who collects his clothes from the tailor at the due time must have lied about the day he would wear it.
That's me.
Pete
Edoche's voice.
But that's me.
No, I have to do this thing again.
Edoche's voice.
He who collects his clothes from the tailor at the due time must have lied about the day he would wear it. That's very deep.
But really, it's me. You have me on that table. So if I have an event like end of August, and I know that I want it like that so I tell the person like, I'm wearing like next week, so I don't know how you're going to do it. And then I keep calling, so I don't go home and relax and be thinking. So in my mind, it is next week, so that you don't mess me up. Really.
But why Nigerian tailors need to change?
It's
not good. It's not good. Guys, that's it on Tweetville. Yes, it's a wrap.
All right, thanks so much, Amanda, for bringing this to us. We'll go on a short break, and we will definitely return. And when we return, we are returning with our celebrity guests. So stay here, guys.
Hey man, Splash, welcome back. Now, if you're just joining us, you're right in time to meet our special guest, one of our special guests today. I'm talking about award-winning actress, producer, writer, medical doctor, so many things, guys. I'm talking about Kiki Omeili. Amazing woman. I'm a fan.
Hello, Kiki. Kiki, this is the first time you're on this set because I know that you are a family, and I mean, your family, you have been on Entertainment many times, but this is the first time on this new set.
This set, and it's beautiful. I love the backdrop. Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful
Welcome
set.
to the show.
And you have been balling, you have been touring the whole world. Later on, you say there is no money.
My sister, you see, when you work hard, you have to play hard because otherwise you just go crazy.
From Hawaii to New York to the Bahamas.
I've been having
chop
Amanda, you as you're fine like this.
Be chopping the fine in Nigeria.
I've been always wanting to ask this question. I mean, you've been doing stage performances since you were a little girl. Yes. I mean, you had dramas even in school, but then you ended up studying medicine. How did that happen?
Yeah. Well, I always say that in Nigeria, back then, we were very big on professional courses. Everybody wanted to be a doctor, or a lawyer, or an engineer. And if you were particularly brilliant, they would say, well, you know what, go into the sciences. So that was just my case, really. It was just a case of, go do a professional course. And I thought to myself, my sister was going to do law. So I said, I'll do medicine.
Wow.
It wasn't because maybe I was very passionate about medicine or whatever. No, I was actually very good in literature. And I was even a prize winner in secondary school. Yeah, I used to win prizes for literature in secondary school. So I don't even know how I found myself in medicine. But I mean, that happened.
So Kiki, was there at any point in time that you just thought, why am I doing this? Should I go back to study medicine? Should I go back and focus on what I studied, literature, or even go back to medicine?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I think that acting is not the way a lot of people think it is. A lot of people see all the glitz and all the glam and they think it's all fun and games, but it really isn't. It's very hard. And especially in the beginning, the remuneration is nothing to write home about. So, I mean, sometimes I see my classmates bowling, you know, just practicing in the US and in the UK, they are making plenty money. I'll be like, man, Kiki, are you sure? Are you sure? But then at the end of the day, I mean, I didn't just jump into this. Like, it was a decision that I thought long and hard before making, so...
Okay, so Kiki, we have always known you as that actor that acts well. I mean, from Lucky Wives and all that, Housewives and all that.
She's making me blush.
You know, because we love Lovette, the character Lovette. But then now you are evolving and you have evolved, you have written a movie and you produced it. Wow, well done.
Thank
so
you.
Let's talk about this process. Like, how did he take you there? And in Nigeria, must every actor get to that level of producing and directing?
Yeah.
Well, no, not every actor has to get to that level. I think it's a personal decision. So for many of us in the beginning, all we want to do is to act. That's all we want to do. It's what we're passionate about. We want to put out work and all. But then I think you get to a stage in your career where you've acted, you know, you're not trying to prove a point to anybody anymore. You've won awards, you've been there and you've done that, right? So I think for many people, the next step really is just to control the narrative, you know, to a certain extent. And how can you do that? Well, for me, I wanted to do a project, the kind of project that I wanted to be in. Because when you're an actor, you receive scripts, right? And it's not every time that the scripts that you receive actually, you know, the kinds of jobs that you want to do. So I thought to myself, okay, Kiki, you know what? Why not just put out, you know, the kind of film that you want to be in, the kind of role that you want to play. Why not make it happen for yourself? And that's what I did with Rant.
Nice.
Really.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, I want to make money too.
And you acted too.
You acted in the movie
Oh,
as
yes,
well.
I played the lead character.
Well, now let's
in the
even
film.
talk about, you know, movie production in Nigeria. I mean, why does he seem like, maybe not now, recently, new Nollywood is different, or why did it seem, is there a difference between how movies were produced back then and now, and why does it seem like movies are rushed? Production processes are rushed. The times for production, you have some movies are produced in few days, some in weeks, maybe very few in months. So why does it seem that, why does it happen that way?
Okay, I think the reason that there's a rush, like you call it, it's all about funding, really. It's a budget issue. So for many people, they cannot afford to be on set for months on end, filming their projects. You're spending money on so many things. They're paying the cast and crew, you're spending money on the locations, you're feeding your cast and crew, you're spending money on equipment. You know, there are just so many things. So yeah, funding, it's a budget issue, really. So they try to do it in as little a time as possible, so that they can control the budget, because at the end of the day, it's a business. You want to make money, and if you're spending so much, it's not very likely that you recoup on your investments. So I think that's why it seems that way. It's not supposed to be that way, though. It's just a situation we find ourselves in Nigeria.
So let's still talk about this movie, Run. Where did the inspiration come from, writing the scripts? Where did it come from?
The inspiration for Run, so if I'll be perfectly honest with you, the idea just popped into my head one random day. And then, I mean, we get a lot of ideas, right? Yeah. But this one just refused to go away. It was just there. It was just there, just swimming around in my head. So it first came to me like in October 2017. I just left it. Again, in January 2018, I'm like, this thing is still here. So I called the director, Uche Chukwu, and I said to him, I have an idea for a film. He now said, yeah, Kiki, you've spoken about this thing before, so why don't you just go ahead and write it? And I'm like, So the thing about writing is, the process of writing, it takes up so much of your time. You have to focus, you have to concentrate. So everything else has to take a back seat. I said to myself, man, that means I'm not going to go on set for a while. I'm just going to focus on this thing. But you know what I did? And in 3 months, I'd completed the scripts. I'd gone through a lot of drafts and rewrites and whatever, and I'd completed the scripts. And then when the script was ready, I said to myself, Kiki, you know what? If you don't film this thing now, you're not going to do it. Yeah, so yeah, I now had to start looking for money.
Okay, so now, following what you just said, like trying to look, you started looking for money to produce it. We talked about this off air, and then I'll bring it in right now, because I see that even for artists, I mean, yes, we call you two artists. I mean, anybody who's into the art and all that and is creative. But then I'm talking about how in Nigeria we just feel that, because we are vast, we have the strength, we can do so many things, and we do not designate. Okay, so let's break it down. So some people think that as an actor, you have to be a producer, you have to be a director. And in other climes, you don't find it that way. You might just find someone who's a producer, strictly producer, all through, not acting, not directing, not doing anything. So I'm saying, I mean, you have to answer that question, why in Nigeria we have to have that. And again, at the end of the day, I mean, at the end of everything, when you have put all of this together, I mean, why can't we just have the right structure in Nigeria?
I wish I knew the answer to that question. Because when you were speaking, the only thing that was popping into my head is we don't have the structure. We don't have the structure. So if you want to do a movie from inception to finish, it's all you. You're going to produce your film. You're going to market your film. You push your film yourself. It's very stressful. So even we who produce, we would actually love it if we could focus on the creative aspect of the film and then just hand it over to whoever would market and sell it. We would love for that to happen because everybody has their specialties, right? But unfortunately, in Nigeria, we don't have that kind of structure.
Yeah.
But, even abroad, there are actors who produce, like Taraji P. Henson. Yeah. There are a lot of them. And even Gabrielle, even Gabrielle Union. Yeah, there are a lot of them who do that as well. But I think for us, it's because of a different reason. If I was to be honest, because like I said, you want to control the narrative to an extent, like kind of like take your career into your hands because you no longer have a point to prove to anyone.
Maybe is it trust that if you delegate to another person, it might not be as good?
Well, a lot of people. Okay, but to be honest, many times if you know what you want for your project, you have the picture. Many times if you delegate, I don't know, maybe they're just not getting it. So you have to do everything yourself. It's actually really crazy, but what are you going to do, right?
All right, I'm excited to see this one, right? Let's check out the trailer of Run, produced by Kiki Omeili. Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Amazing.
Thank
Wow.
you.
And,
Thank you
I'm
so
excited
much.
to see
Yes,
that
I
one.
am actually. So I'm thinking you carefully chose your
My
cast.
cast, yes.
Because, you know, when we watch movies and then when we even, Tyler Perry, for instance, like there are some times that you keep seeing some
sets of
people, like they
faces.
just keep
Over and
walking.
over
So there is this
again,
thing about
yeah.
caucus or, you know, your group or something. So is that what we're going to be seeing as time goes on if you make a lot of money from this movie?
Well, no. So it's not really a caucus issue, right? You know, like I wrote the script. So at the point where I was writing, I could visualize certain actors, yes, that would bring the characters to life. Because you know what you want for the character. And then, I mean, you've worked with certain people, you know what they're capable of. So you know that they can deliver on the character. Because I think as a writer, there's nothing more painful than, you know, writing a character and then
they're
the actor is not
delivering.
delivering. Yeah, it's very painful. And I'm proud to say every single actor on this project, they delivered. Like, Ron came out exactly the way I visualized it in my head. Yeah,
To
yeah.
put you on the on the spot right now.
Yeah.
Who was tough working with on this particular
I have
project?
to be honest, you know, it was very difficult filming because we filmed at night and we're shooting mainly on the road because Ron is 98%, you know, filmed at night here and exteriors, right? So if there was any difficult actor, it would have just made my life very, very difficult. But they were all just pretty amazing. There were even times that they would come and then they can't film immediately and then they have to actually wait because we were on the road and they have to wait on the road. But everybody was just patient. It was almost like they knew I was going through a lot. And then they just didn't want to. They just didn't want to add to my problems.
But how was it like,
So-
you know, producing and also acting? Was it affecting, like, were you acting and producing your mind while you were acting? Do you know what I mean?
You know, it's a lot of stress, and many times it tells on the actor who's also producing because you have to make sure that everything is in place, and at the same time, you're supposed to be interpreting this character.
Properly.
But I did not allow it get to me. I didn't allow it. I made sure that I sorted everything out that I had to before production, and then when it was time, you know, for the production proper, I handed it over to someone. I said, my production manager, and I'm like, look, I'm acting. I don't want to have to be worrying about whatever. Of course, I still did.
Thank you so much, Kiki, for coming on the show. We wish we could just have more time. You're such a
Honestly.
wonderful person to chat with every time we have you here.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
so we wish you the best. We can only wish you the best.
Thank
all
you
right?
so much.
All right,
Thank
guys,
you.
it's a wrap on the first half of the show. Still to come, we have entertainment news recap, Pepsi Ups and Shaw giveaway, daily top 5, and of course, movies at the movies. Trust me, guys, the next 1 hour is loaded. See you at the 1 o'clock hour.
Guys, welcome back to the second half of the show. Now, so far, we've brought you entertainment news, Tweetville, and our guest. It is now time for us to chew it off in a minute or less. One of us will vent on what's bothering him or her. Today,
good.
I have to vent.
I am very fine.
Honestly speaking, like, so a few days ago, right, when the Evictus OB drama happened, I don't know if you guys know about it. It's,
I think everybody knows
an
about it.
allegation about no, not a lot of people don't also know about
Oh,
it.
really?
Fraud of worth $11 million by a Nigerian CEO. Now, the reason why I want to rant about this is because, you know, first of all, I was shocked because, you know, when you think of fraudsters or Yahoo boys, you paint a certain picture in your head. Yeah, I didn't say so, but you know.
You see yourself?
And it was on Forbes.
And
It was on Forbes.
He was well recognized. And then finding out that this is actually his source of income or alleged source of income was just very disheartening. Now, another reason why I want to rant about this is because now I was checking through the comment section and some people were obviously against it and some people are like, nobody holy pass. Now, it's that nobody holy pass that I want to vent about. If you keep going on, nobody holy pass, the government is bad, and some people will even say it's an excuse for slave trade that happened, you know, when the foreigners came over here and all of that. You don't know that what you're doing to us is that you're tarnishing an image, you're making it very, very bad, such that nobody trusts Nigerians, such that you want to travel, they are searching Nigerians twice, such that you even right now, you want to even get admission and they are looking at it like, are you sure this person wants to actually get admission? You don't even know what you're doing for people. And the fact that we're publicizing this thing and glorifying it and making it okay and making it look like it's something that is acceptable is what gets me very upset. And I'm just like, I wish it will stop. I wish we would actually realize that fraud is fraud. There's no funky name about it. You're actually affecting somebody's life. I've read stories where the victims actually commit suicide because you're stealing their pension. It's not right. Let's just stop doing it.
So I
that's
feel
my
you.
rant.
If I was to rant today, perhaps it would have, because I have like 3 piled up, and this is one of them. And Yes, I really, really do agree with you. And then I feel you, especially with the fact that you're traveling and then you get to the airport. You're just somewhere, just looking. Maybe you're just astonished at the sight, and then they look at you very well. And they call you back
Are you Nigerian?
to search your things.
Nigerian?
I have seen it happen. It wasn't to me, but it was to another Nigerian, and it was very disheartening. And we keep saying this. I mean, all of these things put together, even with what happened to Ike Romadu, you know, in Germany the other day. And so some people are saying, at the end of the day, it is still our, like, it is, we are Nigerians, and it affects us at the end of the day. And the fact that some people are just adamant and arrogant about it, and they're still justifying it, is what kills me. I don't like it at all. I really, really understand. And I do hope that one day
it will be better.
One day,
all right, moving on
one
from
day go
all of
better.
that.
It go
It is
better,
time.
it go better.
Yes, it's going to be
it go better for
us
me.
and you.
And you.
All right, let's just move on. It's time for a quick recap of the entertainment news.
And of course, first up, we talked about Afrima releases nominees list for 2019 award.
In foreign news, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson ties the knot with his longtime girlfriend.
And finally, Harry Styles rejects Prince Eric's role in Little Mermaid.
Okay, guys, we'll take a quick break right now. And if you would like to win a ticket to go see Hobbs & Shaw, get ready to call in to answer 2 questions. Here's one about Hobbs & Shaw and another about Pepsi. And of course, you stand a chance to win a lot of goodies. Are you guys ready? Go grab a chilled bottle of Pepsi as the Pepsi giveaway starts in a moment.
All right, now, so quiz time. Now, you stand the chance to win tickets to go to see the movie everybody is talking about, and that is Hobbs & Shaw. All you need to do is answer these questions correctly, and we got you covered. Yes, so we're going to be asking you certain questions, and if you're calling and you are correct, hey, we're going to be giving you this chance to see Hobbs & Shaw. Yeah, how about that for size, guys? All right, now, so you stand a chance to win a lot of goodies today on the show. So call us, and I'm sure the numbers are right there on your screen. So we're waiting for you to put a call through. And so Esther is here. Hello, Esther.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Esther. It's so good to hear your voice, and you sound excited already. So
thank you.
Yeah, let's get into this. So we've got questions for you, and if you can answer our questions correctly, okay, you're going to be winning yourself tickets to watch Hobbs & Shaw. Now, so name 2 of Pepsi Nigeria's football ambassadors.
Very good.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Your time is going.
Wobi.
Who's Wobi? What's his full name now,
this
Esther?
Guy that plays with Asna.
I need the full name. We need the full name.
Time up, Esther. I'm so sorry about that. I thought Esther was going to be quick about it because she had a lot of time.
Yeah,
yes.
and her energy was right as well.
Oh,
Thank you for calling, Esther. All right, keep calling. We have 2 tickets for you, and the movie is amazing, guys. Yes. Have you guys finally seen it, by the way?
Because the thing about me, I want to partake in this, so I win
so
tickets.
So you can win it.
Yeah.
Oh!
So should I answer this question?
No.
Wow, cheat much. Well, I want to try.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
so
wow.
who do we have on the line? Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Okay, so we're waiting on you to put your call through this afternoon. We really want to feel your polls. We want to give out these tickets because we love you that much. And we are hoping that you're going to get the questions that we're going to be asking you correctly. So put your call through this afternoon, okay? Tell someone to tell someone because, I mean, we are in a good mood right yet, as always. All right, so put a call through, all right? So TikTok, 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 TikTok.
Yeah.
Before we just change our minds. And then we take our tickets away. All right, so we have someone here. Hello? Peace, 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 peaceful peace.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Now, what was the release date of Hobbs & Shaw in Nigeria?
What?
What was the release date of Hobbs & Shaw in Nigeria?
Oh, don't know.
Don't know.
What are we going to do about it?
Okay, can you try?
No idea.
All right, thank you so
No,
much.
OJ, you cannot try.
I know the answer.
You cannot try.
OJ, this ticket is not for you. You must pay that money and watch the
No.
movie.
But it's a movie I really want to see because of it's a franchise from Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
And of course, it stars. Should I even say the actor's
No,
name?
you can't. That might just be the question we want to ask. And at the end of the day,
But then we can give you this tip, like two of the actors, I think they're very similar. Like they're always like casting them together because they look like brothers or they look like friends or something. All right, you know what, guys? We're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back taking your calls so you can win 2 tickets of Hobbs and Shaw. So better stay tuned.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're still doing the quiz, still the quiz time. And of course, we're giving out tickets to go see Hobbs and Shaw. And of course, we have Adeola on the line. Hello, Adeola. What's good?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Adeola. So are you ready for us?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so name 2 of Pepsi's artist ambassadors.
Pepsi,
Ambassadors. Artist ambassadors.
actress,
Artist ambassadors. Pepsi
Okay.
artist ambassadors.
Tenny,
Sorry?
Teniola,
Okay.
and Burna Boy.
So you still have one more question to answer.
I have one more.
No, one question.
Which of the actors from the film Hobbs and Shaw just got married in real life?
The Rock.
look at me screaming! Adiola, oh my God, Adiola, you are awesome.
I was trying to be a village person, but you won.
Amanda wanted OJ to ask you one question. He ended up asking you 2 questions, and you got the 2 questions correctly. Girl, you are the real MVP.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Adiola.
Thank you for calling. Okay,
Yeah.
have a lovely day.
So
All right, and we can
still have a
squeeze
chance,
in
yes?
just one more caller. All right, so you can be the lucky person this afternoon. Why don't you just put a call through this afternoon, and you are smiling all the way.
I wasn't trying to be wicked. I was trying.
Are you sure?
I was trying my best so she doesn't win the ticket. So I'll use it.
Use it.
Sorry, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Shame.
Oh
Cover
my
your
goodness.
Who doesn't want to go and see Hobbs and Shaw?
Honestly, it's one movie that you have to see. But if you're going to see Hobbs and Shaw, are you going to see it alone?
I love watching movies alone.
Who is this guy?
This guy is just weird. But I've seen a movie with OJ.
Really?
Not just OJ and I, before you start thinking something.
Okay, Precious is on the line. Hi, Precious.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Are you ready to answer our questions?
Yes,
All right, very first one. Name 2 of Pepsi Nigeria's football ambassadors.
Alex Iwobi,
Okay, 1.
John Obi Mikel.
I didn't hear you.
What did you say?
He said John Obi Mikel.
Do you want to try again?
Okay, Alex Iwobi. And
Wait, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7.
probably,
And
probably Musa also.
And probably
Musa.
Musa.
Wait. Is it which Musa?
Which Musa?
The date man?
Musa, is it Musa Ahmed, Musa Mohammed, Musa Baryao, Musa?
Ahmed Musa.
Okay.
Should I ask him another question now? Oh no.
Let
Precious,
leave
you're
him,
lucky. We're
you're
just going to
lucky.
leave you.
All right.
Congratulations. You won a ticket. Thank you for calling.
Don't worry, I'm going to go upstairs and twerk on your behalf. Wow.
So you were talking about going to the movie with who? Yeah, it was everybody.
So you guys are watching
It was
movies.
everybody. It was a lot of people.
It's okay. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break now. And when we come back, it will be time for our Daily Top 5. Thank you very much for calling Adela and Precious. And of course, we'll call you to come get your tickets. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was H.I. Idibia, Tubaba featuring H.I. Idibia, Oyi. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our Daily Top 5. And today we're talking 5 Nollywood actors of Nigerian descent. Yes, in Hollywood today, there's several black actors making major waves. Some assume they are African American, but we did some digging and discovered that some of our favorite actors are actually of Nigerian descent. So let's talk about 5 of these actors, and of course we're talking about the females right now. Number 1 on our list is Yvonne Orji. Yes, she's a Nigerian-American actress who is very vocal about her Nigerian roots. Born in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria, the actress grew up in Maryland, USA. Yvonne received a master's degree in public health at George Washington University, but after graduate school, she moved to New York City to pursue a career in comedy. She's widely known for her role as Molly on HBO series Insecure. She has also featured in the series Jane the Virgin and the film Night School. So Yvonne Orji, yeah, I saw in Night School with Kevin Hart.
I love the character Molly. And one thing again is, I saw her do an interview or grant an interview the other time, and you know how she switches from the the American accent, and then she just goes straight into the real Nigerian accent. It's such a beautiful thing, such a beautiful thing.
And very proud of her roots. And then she has such a massive following, and I like the fact that she's portraying Nigerian in a good light, of course, and also doing very well in the acting industry. Now, the second person on our list, guys, is Uzo Aduba. Now, Uzo Aduba was born in Boston, Massachusetts, to American-based parents of Igbo origin. Now, she grew up in Massachusetts and later began to gain recognition as an actor. Uzo earned wider recognition for portrayal of the character Crazy Eyes in the series Orange is the New Black. Woo! Now, she's also quite vocal about her Nigeria roots, of course, and has told stories about her mothers in past interviews. Yeah, Orange is a black.
Orange is a New Black.
Orange is New Black lover. You will love
I think that's
her.
like a biggest series.
Yeah. Yes. And I think I saw where she talked about her name and how they wanted to change her name because, you know, maybe to an English name so that people can pronounce the name very well. And so she stood on, no, you know what? If it's my name, then you have to learn how to pronounce it. Because, of course, here, name is a big deal to everyone all over the world. And then when you are Nigerian and then you are a presenter, for instance, and then you murder somebody's name that is not Nigerian, they look at you in a certain way. So when you pronounce our names, be sure to put some respect on it, okay? All right, now. Okay, so Megaline and Echikuwoke. She was born in Washington to a Nigerian father and a mother of Scottish descent. Megaline is known for playing Nicole Palmer in the first season of 24 in 2001. And she also played, Angie Bennett in the 17th season of that 70s show in 1998. In early 2008, she starred in the movie titled Who Do You Love, where she played a heroin-addicted lounge singer and did all of her own singing in the movie.
Yeah, I think she's a very versatile actress. I mean, you know, coming from 24 and then seeing her singing, seeing her perform so many roles, she's one that can perform excellently in different kinds of role sets. So that's a
and of course, we just see all these people and we'll just say, this one black, they are Nigerian too.
Yes, you know, I mean, you look at this person and it's almost like she's not Nigerian. Yeah.
Representing us, yes. Number 4 on our list is Gina Yasher. Yes, Gina Obedapo Yasher was born in London to Nigerian parents. Initially a comedian, she has branched into acting and has featured in films like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and many more. She was also the voice of Greville in the movie Early Man.
Interesting.
Representing us.
Well done. Now, moving on to the 5th person on our list, we have Carmen Elizabeth Ejogo. Now, Carmen was born in London to a Nigerian father and a Scottish mother, and her movie career kick-started in the United Kingdom in the early 1990s. Now, she appeared in the movie Metro with Eddie Murphy, yes, in 1997, and she also played the role of Coretta Scott King in the film Selma.
I remember her from Selma, though.
Okay, so this is one person that I would say doesn't look Nigerian. Yes, indeed. So you see that there's no look to it. So people that are always asking me why I look like this.
Wow. You just had to go there.
Yeah, I had to go there. Yes,
oh, wow. Okay, Amanda, you look
Can
Nigerian.
you tell me I'm Nigerian?
Yes, you are Nigerian. Are you happy?
I'm very
okay, and I know. And you are from Ogun State, to be precise. And I know that you're an Ijebu girl. Amanda, is it okay?
I'm very happy.
Okay.
But I'm Spaniard.
But he said he...
Oh, this one. Leave him. We have even given up on this one. Go away. All right, now, we'll go on another break now, and we will be right back for the Movies Are the Movies segment. So stick around, guys.
It is time for Movies at the Movies. So now this is where we bring you up to speed on movies currently showing in the cinemas. Now, of course, I'm not here alone. I have Kingo J with me.
It's Royal Highness is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, sir. Can we move on now?
Yeah.
All right, permission granted. All right, in the Bollywood scene, Mission Mangal. Now, this film is based on true events of the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, successfully launching the Mars Orbiter mission, making it the least expensive mission to Mars. Yes, actors include Anirban Bachara, Juma Biswas, Vidya Balan. Mind-blowing, right?
True that.
Honestly speaking, I'm impressed by what I see. I like the fact that, you know, there's the drama from, you know, of course, them being Indians and all, but I also like the fact that it's based on a true story.
And it's not the usual Indian story that we see, the dancing and the singing. This is like a sci-fi, and it's a true story. And I talked about this earlier, why people need to still go and research, people that shoot movies, directors and producers. You can go deep into the roots, check out, go to the history, and you see stories that people can actually shoot instead of remaking movies.
So that means that a couple of Indian people came together to go to Mars. Now, if we're going to do this in Nigeria, where do you want to go to? Mission to Ocean. Wow, no, don't throw us in that light. We can do mission to the sun.
Nigeria,
Are you
scientists.
Guys with me? But this one has been doing very well. It has about 6.7 on IMDb, and Rotten Tomatoes is giving it about 67, which is quite high from Rotten Tomatoes. So it's doing very well, and you should see it if you're a lover of Bollywood movies and, of course, action, drama, and a beautiful true life story.
True that, true that. Yes, in Nollywood, once upon a night. Yes, a psychology student with the fear of being alone in prison himself for one night to once and for all face his demons. Only not all these demons are unreal. Actors include Ade Bantu, Daniel Ekwede, Kiki Omeili, and of course, Wale Ojo.
That was scary.
Creepy.
Honestly, I'm excited. Like, I'm actually legit excited to watch this one. I have a friend in the movie. Yes, I'm going to fans him. Folarami.
Wow, fans.
Yes. I mean, this is one underrated actor that you should look out for. I think he did a fantastic role playing the lead role. And of course, the synergy between him, Wale Ojo, Kiki Omeili. I think the casting is already good, if it's anything to go by. The trailer is
And it's also good seeing Ade Bantu acting, also musician Ade Bantu. Let's see how this goes, though. Scary, creepy.
And it didn't look like, you know, it looked really creepy and scary. And then I also like the storyline, psychology student who is seeing, you know, things. You know, so as you said, we're talking about stories, Nigerian stories. Here is one for you, Jay. All right. Moving on. This one is called Locked. Now, a young lady takes her fiancé to visit her parents, only to discover that her mother killed her father in a psychotic fit after she found out he was about to leave her for a younger woman. Now, upon this discovery, her mother holds her and her fiancé captive. Wow, guys! Oh my goodness. Now, the actors include Abayomi Alvin, Belinda Effa, Charles Granville, Hilda Dokubo, and Sonny Neji. Look at all that drama.
It's good to see Sonny Neji. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay. Over to you.
And of course, Hilda Dokubo, Belinda Effa, everybody doing this in Locked.
Yes.
Honeypot.
Yes.
Which one would you like to see?
Okay.
Don't say because you like Sonny Neji voiceover.
Well, I like Locked. I think I want to see all of them, especially the second one you talked about.
Once
Upon a Night. Yes, I'd really like to see it. I'd like to see the Bollywood movie too.
Mission Mangal.
Yeah, because Bollywood is just so interesting. Like, I don't know, there is something about it. See, I have people like you look forward to like seeing their movie, the way they dance, the way they express their culture and all that. You just want to see it every time.
And then they have also now like the new Nollywood, new Bollywood is now action. Have you noticed?
No, they're action. And don't joke with Bollywood action. We can do some action and you'll be like, come on.
No, they are all action. So this is two scenes. This is like actor A, actor B. The camera now go around.
One camera. Another camera for
As I just saw No Wrong Deed for the first time in my life, like 2014 movie. Taraji, Idris Elba. Okay. Yeah, and then he had some, like, I was just glued yesterday as I was eating my eba. I'm sorry. But then I was eating eba and a 4-euro. And afterwards, my life was not the same. I could not carry myself.
Wow. Okay. Such a jam.
Jam and a half.
And you saw something in that video that made you say you were talking about insurance.
How did I know that too? Yeah, so I said I want to insure a part of my body.
Oh, wow. So
Why?
we took this online.
So he asked me why. I said because it's fresh and big.
Wow.
Let's just go, my guy.
Okay, so before we call it a day, guys, congratulations to all our winners. Don't forget that we still have lots of goodies for you guys to win. Generator, 2 printers, a wristwatch, you know, all to be won with 2 movie tickets to see Hobbs and Shaw for Tuesdays like we did today. If you'd like to win a ticket to go see Hobbs and Shaw, call in to answer 2 questions. One about Hobbs and Shaw and another about Pepsi. And for selfie requests on Friday, simply upload your selfie request, but be sure to include Pepsi in a very creative way. Do a selfie in the most creative possible way and win a ticket to see Hobbs and Shaw. Remember to tag TVC and Pepsi when you do it to stand a chance. Now you can go on our Instagram page at TVC Connect to find out more. Don't miss out on this. And I repeat, do not miss out on this.
We are there.
I repeat.
Do your homework. Read your book. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It has been an amazing time with you. It is your girl, Amanda Dara, signing out.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, my name is OJ. Be at peace with yourself, and our time is done and dusted.
All right, my name is Honey Foss. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, the gang will be here tomorrow.
Inshallah.
TVC.